Good evening and welcome to yet another episode of Sipper and Chat. My name is Fanta Ceesay and welcome to the most amazing show. Vibrant, fun, lively. You already know, and I want to say a big thank you to the Kalimba Hotel for allowing me to use this space. It's so beautiful and they serve us wonderful cocktails, which I'm sure will just pop out any minute from now. But for tonight, I have such a special guest. Tonight is an exclusive show. I'm very fortunate to have this guest on my platform because she's not only a friend, but she's also someone that has influenced the whole beauty industry of the Gambia. And she's been doing it for years. She literally is the head of it. She started it. She made makeup look cool for people to be able to do it. And, I'm very proud to say that she's my friend. But again, do not forget, this is an exclusive. You can only get this here on the Sip and Chat show. Please put your hands together for the one and only Aji Ami, aka Trendy Makeovers.
Hi.
Welcome, girl.
Thank you so much.
You look beautiful.
So do you.
You did my makeup. She did my makeup, of course. You could tell. I'm sure the moment we started, you knew that was a trendy beat.
The only one that can make me do your makeup.
I know, on holiday.
On holiday.
She's not doing anyone's makeup. And I was like, but you have to. She's like, of course I'll do it. So I'm very fortunate. When I tell you I'm fortunate.
I didn't even hesitate.
She didn't even. She was like, yeah, of course, who else?
You did something.
I know. It's the love. It's the love.
It is the
I've
love.
I've known this girl for at least, 19 years?
Yeah, coming up to 20.
Coming up to 20 years.
20
That's
years.
how long I've known this girl. So it's been a long time. So to know that she said yes to be on the platform today, because if you don't know Aji Ami and you live in Gambia or abroad, then
well,
that's all I'm going to say. But welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm glad that you invited me.
Thank you.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to having this chat with you.
Me too. Me too. I really am.
Yeah.
A big shout outs to Global Properties for coming on board and sponsoring Sip and Chat. We really appreciate it. They've been very constant in their support. So thank you for coming on board, Global Properties. So Trendy, just I'm so used to saying Aji Ami, but also I say Trendy a lot now.
Do you?
I'm more Aji Ami for Neka. But who is Aji Ami? Or who is Trendy Makeovers? Are
Which
they
one
two
do you want
different people?
Well, it is two different people actually.
Give me Aji Ami.
Okay, so Aji Ami is a mother, mother of one, mother to one princess. I'm very family oriented. I've got siblings that I love. I'm a family person.
You are.
Like Aji Ami loves friends, Aji Ami loves family, and Aji Ami is just quite a shy girl, and people don't believe this. They don't know this. That's true. I'm really shy, and this is where Aji Ami clashes with Trendy, because Trendy is out there. Yeah. And Trend is doing all this inspirational stuff. Yes. Trend is inspiring. Yes. Trend is on social media. Yes. Trend is on Snapchat laughing out loud. Yes. But then there's Aji Ami. You understand? And Aji Ami is like shy. Yep. And Aji Ami is like, Aji Ami wants to have fun. Yes. And Aji Ami is all about ambience. Yes. You know? Yes. So, I don't know. I think sometimes I struggle myself to kind of differentiate Aji Ami and Trendy Makeovers. Yes. But yeah.
I mean, how long have you been in the game for?
Damn. It's been, I think, 10 to 11 years. Going on 11 years that I've been doing makeup, beauty and stuff. So yeah, it's been
more than 10 kind of.
It's been I can't
12,
calculate.
I feel like at least
since
12.
2012.
2012, yeah.
So that's been 10 years.
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
2012. I studied 2011.
Okay.
I didn't graduate till 2012.
12, okay.
Yes.
Which
so
is why.
yeah.
Wow. And what inspired you? Because growing up in school, you've always been artistic anyway.
Yes,
That's
you know.
You've always been an artistic person.
Yes.
You were so good at drawing.
I know.
You were so good at drawing in school. So where like, I know you've always been an artistic person, but when was the time when you were like, makeup it's time to go?
Makeup was never part of my, like, when I grow up, I want to be a makeup artist or I want to be a beautician or any of that. I always wanted to, like, because I'm really fond with helping people. So I've always wanted to do UN work, international relations.
I've always felt like you wanted to do lawyering. At some point, it had to be something to help.
Yes, I knew it would be something to help because I'm very keen with helping people. Like helping people just makes me happy. Like it makes me like content. I'm excited just helping people, just to see the reactions on their face, which also is kind of with makeup, because when you're done, like
you're
the way
very
people
happy, and the way you
exactly
smile, like, hey.
yeah, like you know, gassing people, making them feel pretty
good,
and feel good and stuff. So I've always just wanted to do charity or UN work. So I went into university to study international relations and politics, and obviously I realized actually this is not for me. Like lead my course, like Umali, like I would be at lectures. I'm like, why am I even here? So I dropped out. Bugumon smaya mo find out because Bugumon mune okay ki mungi dem uni nekode deftara. So I'm like,
and she was very intelligent in class, very clever.
I know, so
very clever.
And then I dropped out, and I just said, let me keep myself busy. And then I enrolled myself into, I wanted to do fashion design because I was into fashion So I then just dropped that, enrolled myself into makeup.
Oh, our drinks are here.
Oh,
thank you. What is that?
Kalimba special.
Kalimba special.
I need to take a sip.
And what is my drink? Tamala special. It's not a guy Tamala. I'm a guy. Hey, thank you very much.
That was really good. Wow. Just how I like it. Cheers,
they
baby.
Make really cheers. Cheers to the good life. They make really good cocktails.
Is that water?
Of course.
With some what? Mint in it?
With some mint in it.
Oh.
Fancy.
Fancy. It's you. Perfect posh. You like posh things. Posh things.
Posh things only. And Kalimba always comes through. And Kalimba is so homey. Anyway. Back to you.
Yeah. So I enrolled myself into the beauty course, and then I started doing it. And when I was doing it, I started really enjoying it. My teacher, she's like, oh my God, you're good, you're amazing. I'm like, no, I'm not, you know? So she started putting me up for competitions, and I would always come home with a cup for our school. So then I started, you know, getting the name in the school, and I would then obviously start to be like, you know, the role model.
Yes.
So competition upon competition, if it's not first, it was second or third, always.
You were always in the first.
I was always in the first 3 ranks. And then after that, I did one Gambian bridal makeup. And people saw it. I posted it on Facebook. People kept calling my cousin, and I was so scared to get into the Gambian community. So at that time, I was just scared to get into the Gambian community. So I said to my cousin, I don't want to do it. No. Like, you have to do it. People love this. It was just Senegalese people doing makeup. That time, I can't name one Gambian that was doing makeup at that time. It was just me. So then I started doing it. I started going to parties, my dem hell, dem gente. And then I got one person booked me from Norway. Then I started flying. So I became international. And then I just started flying after that. Like, fly. Like, I was so busy. There was this year, I was just busy. So then I started coming to Gambia. People like, do it here. I'm like, no, I'm on holiday. But then one year, my mom was like, just make up al nitirek.
Yeah.
So I started doing it, and after that
was stuck.
Trendy just, you know, got stuck in Gambia.
Yeah, I was training you on last year. Makeup, and they do makeup this year. Yes.
So since then, I've just been, and then that's how I just invested into a place. And then I started off with Caraba Avenue, where you used to come to. So after that, I was like, I need to upgrade. So I found a spot. My brother gave me a spot in Kololi, where I'm based at now. And I decided to just renovate it, make it girly, and
very nice.
Yeah,
that's where we were just doing the makeup.
Exactly. You know, so that's where I'm at.
That's where you're.
That's how it started.
Mashallah, it's doing so well. Trendy is not all over. The Senegal, the Gambia, Nigeria, it's Trendy makeup.
Some.
So
that's
we're
good.
Very proud of you because you really, when I say you really pioneered the makeup game in Gambia, you really did. You know, you really brought light to it. You made makeup look cool. You made makeup be something that girls could look at and say, I want to do makeup too. I want to do hair. Trendy does it so well. Want to learn. And you've taught so many girls, you know.
Yes, I have.
So for me, it's like that spirit of giving has always been there, and it is showing through your work, you know. Now that, I mean, you're back home here for holiday, I know, but you have a store here. Do you have any plans of like moving back?
Well, I don't know. I think I would not move back permanently. Okay. I would obviously do half a year type thing, because I don't know. Business in Gambia is quite challenging. It's up and down, and it's very challenging. So sometimes when it gets too much in my head, I feel like I need a break. Then I run away, and then I take jela dole hangarek, and then I come back. So I don't know, moving permanently, I would really need to have something very solid here.
Before you do. Which
Yes.
makes sense too, to be honest.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But you know, you said it's challenging here. What are some of the challenges here when it comes to like your business here?
I feel like people aren't respectful towards their work. I feel like Gambians struggle so much with respecting their job. I think sometimes they feel like they're doing you a favor, forgetting that you're paying them to get the job done. Okay? I feel like Gambians are very easy to feel like ki hamut bopam.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Only because when you set boundaries.
Yes. When you set boundaries, you're mean,
Yeah,
you're
you're
wicked,
mean,
and
yeah.
you're evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Gambians just needs to understand when people invest in their business, they become strict because they're trying to protect what they worked
Also,
hard
just
for.
put their money in something, and you know they want it to
Yes.
be successful.
Yes.
So if they have to be strict, they will be strict.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said that Gambians don't. That there comes that point where you feel like, or they feel like,
Exactly. And that's one of the biggest struggle and one of the biggest like deceived I've been, like having to work with someone for such a long time, jangle cosma talent, like show them everything, and one day they're like, okay, why your halis boneka di am yep man maneka di kolige. But I'm thinking, okay, when I was building here, did you give me any
When I was
money?
starting,
When
yeah,
I was
like-
buying the products,
Yeah.
where were you? Like,
I was about to say that. I
Yeah.
just want to get into that because there's so much I want us to talk about because there's so much that you have gone through in front of our eyes.
Yes.
That is the strength in you, and that is
Yes.
the beauty of your story as well. It's like we've all faced it together.
Yes.
We've seen you go through some of these things.
Yep.
And just for starters, you did mention there was some time last year where you were just explaining something about having worked with someone for so long, you taught them everything, and then you felt betrayed by them.
Yeah.
What is that? Walk me through that story.
well, there's a girl that I obviously, when I was in Caraba Avenue, she was working for this other salon. And I would then only work for myself when I came. I didn't even need staff because
yeah.
Trendy makeovers would only work during the holidays. So at some point, she would literally come, stand, leave her job, stand and watch me do makeup, and she would basically
So
cry.
amazed, yeah.
I love you. Like, please
Yeah.
take me.
Yeah.
Like, hire me. Let me be your girl. Let me learn from you. I want to learn this and this and that. And I was like, okay, we will see. You know, you're working for another salon, but we will see. Eventually, when she stopped working for that salon, I took her on board. When I took her on board, she was with me for 4 years in total. And within that 4 years, I cannot even tell you how this girl's improved. She nearly even took basically
Yeah.
after that makeup many man
Many,
man
oh, yeah,
makeup.
different makeup.
Obviously there's still a little bit of difference,
course.
but you can still tell Nikki is
That's
a mini
trendy.
trendy.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So I would come up with obviously new skills because man, the thing with me, suma liggéey bi duma dee wax ne mun naa rek ma bàyyi
Of
ko.
course,
Man, I learn from
improving
other
and
people.
learning.
Exactly, and I learn from people. So man, so yaakaar ne man mun nga lu ma def. Dinaa la disappoint next year because I'm
Because
coming with new skills,
Of
new
course,
styles,
of
and
course. And you're placed
Exactly.
in a place where you see the makeup trends growing.
Yes.
So you're privileged to get them 1st. You know what I mean? So of course you'd always grow.
So this is the thing. So every year I came, luma ko wande mune cha, you don't get out, you jinenga, you linga. She's very impressed by me, and I know this, you know. But then I feel like customers and other people surrounding us don't really let you, as in for her, to do what she has to do until mugina smalaho in the right way. Because your customers will come and be like, yo lutanga ne kafi when you can have your own thing. And then they start to put this into her head. And then she would obviously start to think big. Yeah? And then she would start to stand me. And then instead of leaving in a nice way, she would start to create a problem just so that she can leave. And it's crazy, but what I'm telling you is basically what goes on. And I'm sure if anyone else has a business, and talk interview, they would be probably saying the exact same thing that I'm saying.
Wow.
Yes.
So because obviously kudem janga sinit, nga buga janga graduate
Yeah,
and supply.
of course.
Why yep sion?
Yeah.
Do you get
That's
what I
it.
mean? Everybody wants
That's it.
we all want to grow.
That's it.
Why yep sion? But when it becomes a point of like you're challenging me
Yeah.
at my business where I hire you,
Yeah.
it looks a bit like majama.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
So
Especially
many
from where you started.
so many rules were broken, so many things were being done unprofessional things, like sleeping in the salon, taking my products out of the salon without my permission, taking them home, doing your own customer. Like so many unprofessional things were done. And I always find out. I always find out. They always get caught. So then this is me trying to tell you until you don't do it. And then you feel like Mandamala de yuhu, Mandamala de treat bad, or Mandamala de definitely ugly. Wow. That's why I said they don't respect their job. And when you try to be the boss that you are, ki hamud bopam, ki dafa fui. Yeah, you understand? So things didn't work out. In the end, she just wanted to leave. And I would have really respected that. If she just came and said, listen, I'm building my own thing. I want to leave. I would support her. In fact, we would work together. Yeah. It's more fully bouquet. I'll just call you and be like, girl, can you please take my customers? And if you fully book, call me and ask me. Let's work together. Gambia is so small.
It really is.
Let us, like, it's not a competition.
At all.
I refuse to be in competition with anyone because
you're in your lane of your own.
I'm in my own lane, and I feel like I haven't got any competition because I believe in what I do.
Of course.
And I can't do the whole of Gambians makeup. I've only got 2 hands.
Yes.
If I'm working in a day, the maximum amount of people I can do makeup on is 15 people. That's what? How many percentage of Gambia? 0. What? Something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So we need more artists.
We do.
Because we need to split up. Let's work together. Let's discuss prices. Let's make sure
have a
we're all
price where we're all on the same.
the market. So they may can't be $10
$10 sila sam 25.
then ku nekk wërsagam for them.
Wow.
Nga am loo war a am.
True.
Do you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
know what you mean.
I understand this is makeup is very different from the market, obviously, but we can discuss. We can have our own beauty community. We started it with a group. It didn't go anywhere.
Why?
I don't know. Judy actually came, and you know what the thing is? Judy's not even Gambian.
She isn't.
But she came up with it, and it was beautiful. But it didn't work out because you didn't tell. And this is me included, you know?
Yeah.
Didn't tell. We are not ready to, like, go beyond and over. Kuneka munge def sa own thing, you know? And I feel like it's about time that we come up together. Like, we need to come together. It's not a competition. Kuneka aksa wursak, literally.
That's true. And
You know what I
feel like
mean?
everyone has their clientele.
Yes.
You know, and everyone's doing well in their own
Yeah.
way. Everyone's doing well.
And people have their own choices, Fanta. You might like my makeup and not like
Someone
Fanta's
else's
makeup.
Yeah.
Someone might not like my makeup and want
like
Fanta's makeup
facts.
because Ajami does it too much, Fanta doesn't, or Fanta doesn't do it too much. I don't want that. She does.
Yeah.
So people have the right to go to wherever they want to. You know, I don't get mad at people for going somewhere else. I don't. But what I don't want you to do is, you as a customer, don't come to my salon talking about someone else.
Yeah.
And don't go to that person talking about
you.
me. It's as simple as that.
And you feel like in the case of you and this ex-client,
Yes.
staff, this was the case. You feel like there was a lot of talk in their ears
There was,
about you.
yes, and there was a lot of taking customers' numbers on the low, going to their homes, doing VIP services. There was a lot of, my family members are part of this betrayal, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So sometimes it's not all about a friend, like mola muna stab in the back. Sometimes it's your family members as well.
So my thing is, this person worked for you. This person was doing well. You trained them so well, and they started doing really well in the makeup game. And they started building their own stuff. But where you find the issue with is where they didn't at least have the decency of saying, this is what I'm working on. At this particular time, I would like to start my own too.
She did towards the end. By that time, she has already caused a lot of problems. So when she knew, okay, it was time. Yeah. She took a lot of my things, which I had to go and take back from her salon. And she was saying that I gave it to her, but I cannot remember where.
Them.
The things I gave her, I know, and I didn't take back because she still had those. But the things that I wasn't aware of, such as my soft boxes, like my ring lights and my, you know, other things along the side, I had to see that on somebody's snap. And I was like, that's mine. And I was, me being me, very savage sometimes, had to screenshot and circle everything that was mine. And I sent my auntie to go and get it for me. lu tax ñu nii doon pour egga foofu.
That's my point. My point, Lola.
Why did we need to get there?
Why? Why did it get so ugly?
No, I don't know.
Because this was someone you treated like a sister.
This was my baby. Like,
you
this
treated
is...
like a sister, and you had a good bond.
Yes.
And then
We
it
joked,
got to
we
a certain
laughed.
level, Boham, ne?
Yeah.
Like, you had to go back to take stuff that you felt was stolen from you. You know, why? Do you not think it could have been resolved, or did you try that and it didn't work, or she...
I think in the end I got really angry, and this is the thing with me, like, I hate being angry because I'm the nicest person and everyone knows that.
But you're extreme as well. When you're nice,
yes.
you're very nice. When you're angry, you're very angry.
That's it. That's it. That's basically it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hate to be very angry because then I don't think.
You just react based
Yes.
on the betrayal or the
Yes.
hurt or what you're feeling at the
Yes.
moment.
And then I have this very blank wall. I don't see anything. I'm like, I don't care. Even when people try to buy and I just fire up. And then I just do things the way I want to deal with it. This is me, and I'm human. Like,
of course, we all have
our
things.
Exactly.
We all have reactions to things. Maybe in hindsight, we look at like, oh, maybe I should have handled that differently.
Yes.
But in the moment, that's what you felt.
Yeah.
I like that.
You know?
We hold that thought. We'll go with our first break. When we come back, more with Trendy.
The pride we take in our brand, the work we put in to constantly change the landscape and elevate real estate in the Gambia, it's compared to none. From inception, our goal was to add value to the beautiful Gambian landscape. That's why we are proud innovators of community estates. Kololi Sands is an exceptional piece of work, tailored for ultimate convenience and luxury, to bring you an element of finesse that is rare but unique in its own. This is also our pride and joy, and we welcome you to the exquisite beauty right here in Kololi and right here on the waterfront. Kololi Sands, feel the ocean breeze at your doorstep.
Welcome back after that break. A big thank you to Global Properties for coming on board, and thank you to Kalimba for the space. Welcome back, and we still have the beautiful Trendy here. And right before this, we were speaking on, the betrayal you felt about that whole stuff and the whole situation. Just like in conclusion, what are some of the things that you've learned from that?
I've just learned to really keep it very professional between your staff and yourself, because I, like you said, treated this person like a family, like my baby sister, and obviously things didn't go well, so I really did wish that I really kept it professional, on a professional level, and just like work, strictly just business and work. I also feel like I was maybe too kind, like, for example, I would come back.
Stop being too kind.
Yeah,
though.
but then this is the thing, I wouldn't change who I am. I would do it, but there must be a limit.
Okay.
Because I will never change who I am for someone else.
Good.
Okay, but there should be a limit, and that's something I've learned. I've also learned to, whatever you do, don't do it 100%. Always consider tomorrow in case you get that betrayal, so that when it does happen, it won't shock you.
So basically, don't give your all into a situation.
No.
Because if you get betrayed, then the hurt is double.
Yes.
But if you're already like apprehensive, not apprehensive per se, but if you're already careful, cautious with the way you work, then you might be betrayed, but it wouldn't hurt as much as...
Because then you know you did what you had to do, because you cannot treat your staff very, very nastily. You can't treat somebody bad because of your thinking negative and stuff.
I was bad.
You need to be nice. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, just keep it on a
medium
level.
Like neutral level.
Yeah.
It's not over the top and it's not under as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And try to keep a distance between your clients and your staff. It's hard. It's going to be hard to do that.
How can you do that?
How you can do it is just make sure your staff knows that they're not supposed to take a customer's number. You always give out the business line, and let the customers know that whatever they need, they phone the business line and they speak to you. Obviously, with us that don't live here, we go back, we leave our business with people, so we don't know what's going on, which is why it's hard to maintain that trust. So we just basically hope for the best. Bàyyi yëpp si loxo Yàlla ñu ñaan rek ne okay, whoever else is gonna come is gonna be a loyal one.
Wow. It's tough.
It's really hard.
It's really
I'm
tough.
telling you.
Because you're saying that, I'm thinking now, but wouldn't they feel like they're being controlled? But also on the flip side, you're thinking, but you want to protect your business
Yes.
and yourself.
Yes.
So it's very tough.
Yes, it's really, really hard. But come Luma advice ñëpp rek, if you have a business here and you don't live here, obviously just try. It's not easy. Try and find a very loyal person.
How do you know they're loyal?
That's the thing. Like, you just need to test the waters. Okay? You have to test the waters, and you have to just find someone that at least respect the job.
Yes.
Because sometimes they don't even go to work. They close your shop, and then they stay at home. And customers will be going. They'll be calling you. Can they could feed it?
Whoa,
and you're
really?
like, huh? It's happened time and time and time. It's happened. Listen, it's hard. It's very challenging, but we just still keep doing it and just hope for the best and hope that one day things might be better.
Better.
That's it. That's the motivation.
You know what? I like your bravery. I like your optimism.
Yeah.
It's really refreshing.
You have to be very positive.
Yes, I like it because it's really refreshing and it gives people, I'm sure there's someone there starting a business or that has a business and it might be struggling with some of the things you've explained. At least maybe you've picked a thing or two from what she said. Moving on from your salon and that betrayal, if it's one thing about you, what I said at the beginning of the show, your personal life has played out publicly recently. And if it's also one thing that I feel like everyone agreed was how you handled it. Because I know as a woman, as a human being generally, having any part of your personal life play out publicly like that would hurt. And I know you personally.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand that pain, but also it's the refined Aji Ami after that. I want to get into how that happened, what happened, what you took from it, and where you are right now. But how did that happen? Because that was, and the thing is, nobody heard anything from you. But it was a lot of, this is what Aji Ami said, or this is it, or this is what her husband did, or this what, you know, how did that? Or this is a friend that betrayed her. How? Because I feel like in 1 year, you've had a betrayal from a staff and someone you might have considered a friend. How did you deal with that? And what happened?
You know what? As much as you got this free pass today, I still am not going to go into details.
Of course, but
And-
which is
Yes.
understandable. But just to give people
It's
just a wrap up of what happened as well. Because you might not go into details, but you know what? This is what happened and this is how...
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people know. I don't need to even like say, okay, this is what happened, because a lot of people already know what happened and what went on, because with the internet nowadays, that no would be. Even if you want to forget it, someone's uploaded it. If you scroll back,
You're gonna
if you
see
want
it.
to know and you scroll back, you will find out. So I don't really like need to go into details to explaining what happened, but obviously something happened to me. We all know this, and obviously I'm not proud of it, and I didn't like how it went by. I didn't like how it went, how it happened, and all of it. It was a very tough moment for me. I don't want to sit here and be like, oh, I was okay, and no, because I wasn't okay. I wasn't happy with how it went, because I really wish things went on differently. Going through a divorce is a very, very difficult thing on its own. Wahatumala
You play out publicly.
wahatumala mu wara
Yange tas
dem. Yeah.
sa sey ba nge tas do dafa metti bopam
Yes.
sa wala mu wara ñoo nekk loo xam ne mu ngi tas ba pare aduna bi yepam ko gis ba pare in a negative light.
Yeah.
You know.
It wasn't the easiest. It was painful, but I just held on to God, and I knew God had my back somewhere there. Because like they always say, yalla do they take nit natu su fekkee ne
Antalu loko.
because we've seen people that obviously suicide, and people take their lives because they can't take a certain things in life. But with me, mashallah, like I'm really strong, and I've learned the hard way to dealing with people and dealing with situations and dealing with like things that are crazy. And to be honest, Fanta, this has made me a better person.
How?
I've changed a lot.
What are some of the changes?
Well, just like you vibed, like you sensed it.
I did.
Just now when I was
did.
doing your
I
makeup. You're
did.
like,
You
who
were
is this
very
Aji Ami? Like,
like Aji Ami 2.0 in the way you spoke when we spoke, in the way you were more in. You've walked into your light. It's like kind of like that experience was a fire and it burned down. And you rose like a phoenix from the ashes, you know, and your mindset is very different, which is why I just want, for me, it's like when you were going through that at that moment and the other person was going on, because this is a situation with someone that I remember when you got married, they palaled you, they were a bridesmaid, you know, or they were part of the entourage. And I also remember there was a vouching that was going on when people were questioning why that person was in your entourage. You were like, oh, I've known this person, you know what I mean? You being you. And to have felt that betrayal, how did that come? Did you have a conversation with this person?
No. Until this day.
You've never spoken to this person?
No. Like I said, I've not touched up on this, and you're getting this exclusive. Like
I really
am.
am.
You are my friend.
Yes.
And honestly speaking, it's like it's really hard.
It is to even.
But until this day, apart from just now,
you've never spoken
I've
about
never
it.
spoken about this. I think only to close family and friends, like family members that know, that have heard my voice. Apart from close family members or close friends, no one can tell. So if you heard that Aji Ami Mune, that person was making that up.
Yeah.
Because Aji Ami said no.
Because I remember when the whole situation was playing out, you were renovating.
Yes.
On your social media.
Yes.
What you were posting was you renovating your home. And on this side of the world, everything was going crazy. Because they were postings about it, you know. And, you know, also, without forgetting, the person you married.
Yeah.
How was that betrayal? Because I cannot imagine, because I know how you were in love. I remember when you called me and told me about that, how excited you were. You could hear the love. And if it's one thing about you, Aji Ami is going to love. It doesn't matter what. Like, she's a loving person.
Me.
Yeah. So when she called me, like, oh my God, this is happening. I'm so, oh my God, they're so nice. They're this. How did that switch come about? Because it seemed okay. You went for Tobaski.
Yeah.
You seemed very happy. Where did it go
Actually
wrong?
came during Tobaski for my friend, because Iman's lost her mom.
Yeah.
But I think after just sitting down and thinking about,
ooh, we have another set of things.
Yeah.
They take that.
No, you're taking that this time.
I'm taking, and you try, yes.
And I'm
okay.
trying this one.
Okay, I'll have the Tamala.
Smart panties.
She'll have, which one did I have?
You had that one,
That
so
one.
I'll take this.
And out.
And you take that one?
Yeah, you can take
Munga,
that.
you can take that one. Let me try this one, Fanta. Let me know the reason why you were trying to take this.
It's fine. Get it, Jeff.
Thank
Thank you. Do you like it? It's very nice. It feels like it has like
I love the
that,
bottom part. This is why you're trying to take this
it's
one
so
again.
good. It's so good. Khalifa is really taking care of us.
I love it. So here
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, because you were here in
yeah.
last July.
Yeah.
And because someone we both know
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
How?
My friend lost her mom.
Yeah.
And this is a friend that's been there for me. Whether she liked it or not, she was there for me because it was me.
Yeah.
So I felt, you know what?
Yeah.
I said, I made it. She didn't even know. So I surprised her, booked a ticket, and I came down. But guess what? God said I was going to be here for a reason. Things happen, but you sit down, you summarize it, and you just think, wow, maybe leader for help because yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I came that summer, and yeah, things were okay. It wasn't 100%, but
of course, why say that I'm so yeah.
So things were okay, and yeah, after that I went back, and when I went back, yeah, it was, you know what, Fanta, it wasn't the easiest. This is it. Betrayal, we all know, is very painful, especially when you're betrayed by the people that are the closest to you the more, or if you're betrayed by a loved one. It pains you, and you just deal with it. Some people deal with it, some people don't. I had to deal with it, and I did this by just gomiyala. And I had very, very, very strong people behind me. who kept my peace, kept my quietness, and until I'm here today, being able to sit down and talk about it.
Yeah.
And I'm not angry, like, because I let go.
Yes.
Do you understand?
That's growth.
I'm okay.
That's
because I
really
feel
growth.
like the more you hold on to things, the more angry you get,
And it
and the
affects
more
you.
it affects you. So I had to let go, and with these people surrounding me, like I'm telling you, really, really, really powerful people. They didn't go miyala, and they believe.
I think that has influenced you so much.
It has.
Because the conversation is very, even though we're speaking about some of the most painful things you've experienced, you're very calm about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
I have to be, because if I'm not, then I think it would tell me today that ajame kon yow ba legi
Gomulo mo ba legi, yeah,
like
fatewulo.
yangi mer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not even a pretend. I'm actually really happy because I feel like this has given me an opportunity to check my entourage.
I was going to that.
Yeah.
Being in a situation where you felt betrayed by not only the man you married, but someone you considered a friend. How has that affected your relationships with other people?
I wouldn't call it like affect.
Okay.
I would call it a fix.
A
Yes.
fix. You heard that?
A fix.
Okay.
Because things happen. Yalla daf la dey remind pour like bul ko faté. You know, if that didn't happen, I would forever be blind. I'll never ever be worried to, because I'm just gonna keep going, keep making mistakes,
Yes.
and keep being in it. I hate drama. I like my peace of mind. Lan mo gina neex like nga tëra guddi nga eewu, and
There's no stress.
there's no
Amuloo
stress.
la ragal
There's,
loo.
you're just free. And right now, Fanta, I'm free.
You feel free.
I feel free.
Did you feel like that marriage was a trap or a mistake?
I would, a little bit of both. I would just say a little bit of both, but it is a mistake that I have learned from. I have learned from my mistakes.
So it was a lesson.
It was a lesson, and I'm happy it happened
You're happy it happened.
because I am a better person.
That's it,
like I
because of
said,
it.
yes.
After the whole debacle, because we did witness your ex-husband making a public apology,
Yes.
but I also, for me, it was like that you humiliated your wife in public. It's only right that you apologize to her in public. Did you accept that apology? There was also a rumor that they made him do it.
No one made him do anything because I wasn't even.
I wanted you to clear that.
I wasn't even talking to him at that time.
How did you take that public apology?
So when they sent me that apology, I just felt it was
Too late.
not too late. I just didn't believe in it. I just felt okay, yeah, all right.
And
You did it, and then now you're okay.
Okay.
And people felt for it. Well, just balal ko, and people felt for it.
Yeah, you didn't.
I actually didn't hold any grudges. I was okay. I spoke to him a couple of times after that, and I didn't hold anything. But then things happened after that, which made me just feel like, okay, I need a break from this. I don't want to be in contact anymore. I just need to be. I'm a mother, Fanta. I have a girl that depends on me.
True.
This girl's life is in my hands, and I'm not gonna allow any human being in this world to take that away from her.
True.
So at some point I needed to be on my own and just focus on myself.
When that public apology whole thing happened, did
Yeah.
he try to get you back? Did
Yes.
you
Numerous
even
times.
believe? Did you believe to say, okay, let's try again?
No,
No.
I was done before the whole
So when that whole public thing came about, were you divorced then?
Yes, just a day before, few days before
Before the
the
actual
public
divorce.
one. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's when you were divorced completely.
Yeah.
So your thing was do the divorce privately and be done with it.
Yeah, of
and
course.
Then this
why-
whole thing happened.
Yeah, because it was supposed to be private.
It was.
And I wasn't getting divorced because of this, because I didn't find out about this.
Oh,
Ah.
right.
Ah.
So So you were getting divorced for a completely different reason. But from what, this is the thing about the rumors, from what the rumors were, it was like, oh, you found out about the series of allegations of like
I was told
cheating
by
or
him.
scandals.
I was told by him.
He came to you and confessed.
Yes.
Unprovoked. He came
I'm not
to
going to go into
know,
details.
but
This is the most you can get from
it's
me.
actually amazing to see what a man would do, which is why I'm saying he came to you and said, this and this is what happened with this and this person is what I did. And when this man that you had married came to you and said, this is what I've done with this person or that person, how did you take that? And the most mind-boggling thing about this is people you knew and people you were hanging out with.
Yeah.
Aji Ami, how are you here today?
Yalla, like, yalla, like. That's it. I just had to deal with it, and I dealt with it, and
When he told you that from the first take, what was it? Were you
it was shocking.
Of course.
It was very shocking, and I was shocked. In fact, I didn't even believe him. I'm like, why are you lying? Because when I love, I'm not talking about man, even women. Man small bugere bugana jehna. So you elect my name of Fanta, I'll be like, stop
That's
lying.
not true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
So I can be naive sometimes in that part, but in this world, like, never be surprised by what they tell you that someone really close to you did, because nowadays everyone's living for themselves.
Yep. So after that, did you do any investigations to confirm or deny?
No, I didn't bother. So that's why also I didn't attack anyone. So instead, I just refixed my social media,
I saw that.
took out a lot of people, and left the ones that still loved my work. And then obviously I post less now.
Yes, you do.
I don't post a lot of my private stuff. I keep them private. I still do trendy stuff, show out outfits,
Of course.
show out hair, show
Of
out
course.
makeup, you know,
Locations of nice restaurants.
locations of nice places, views,
Yeah.
you know. I still do that. Good food, snap good food, but if you notice, I've stopped snapping a lot. I don't do the whole jokey things that I used to do.
But do you think also that whole situation is stopping you from being your true authentic self?
Yes. And can I tell you one thing?
Yeah.
I've gotten to a point where I actually don't want any of the whole trendy thing anymore.
Really?
Because I prefer and I choose to have a private life. I see someone with a private life and I envy them. I see someone I haven't seen in such a long time. I'm like, where you been? Hi, man, you're around. I'm like, how did you do that? You know? You know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing.
It isn't.
I don't want people saying, what a bad. It's not about that. It's a decision I've taken myself. I've been through a lot before this. I know. 2 years ago, I went through something that had nothing to do with nobody.
I know.
And it didn't stop me from doing trendy.
I know, because I was about to say a bit of that actually. That's why I said you have had a lot of your life play out.
Yes.
And these are things that are supposed to be private.
Yes.
Somehow, some way, somebody would just like, I'm going to put it out there.
Fanta, every little thing about me just becomes big.
Big.
For no reason. It didn't, like, getting divorced is normal. How many people get divorced?
And, I actually tell people, if it's not working, get out.
No. And if you do get out, if you meet someone else, let it be 5-10 husbands.
It doesn't
if you meet
matter,
someone
as long
else that
as-
you feel like, because yala so ahead and say
At all.
you will get married.
At all.
Yeah, so I've chosen and decided that I'm gonna be a bit more private. And trendy makeover is still gonna go on.
Kaya so ahead and I say 5 people, and I say 5 people.
Exactly.
Ken muna sigara. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're very unafraid of just loving, of putting yourself out there emotionally. And I admire that. Because I'm such a...
I said, like, Fanta, I don't feel like I want to give people the power to control my life. I don't want one person to be the reason why I did say it, don't get me wrong. I was like, that's it. I'm done. I'm never getting married again. I'm never meeting anyone. In fact, I don't want any man anymore. You know, it did.
Obviously, you have that phase.
Yes.
You've had that phase.
But after that, I just sat down and said,
they're not worth that.
they're going to be happy and they're going to go and, move on with someone else. So why should I choose not to? Because again, I don't want to give somebody so much power over me.
Of course.
I decide for myself. I choose for myself. As long as I'm being respectful to everybody and I'm not stepping on anyone's toes disrespectfully, I'm just happy to take my own way. That's it.
I admire that. I'm very proud of how far you've come. I'm very proud of this conversation.
Yeah.
Just closely before we wrap up this part of the conversation. Now that you're in a better space than before, and there were a lot of things that were said. I don't even want to get into or give life to certain things that were said because I feel like it's disrespectful, and it's past, it's gone. But when it comes to picking a partner now, what is one thing that you know you're never gonna pick? Because I said this before. Your ex-husband, the one we're speaking about, is Senegalese.
Yeah.
Are you gonna marry? If you were to be married with a Senegalese man now, would you marry a Senegalese again?
It would be so unfair for me to say no because not everyone is the
It's
same.
like the side. True.
I can meet a Senegalese that is an angel. Like,
True.
so it's not about where he came from. It's about you as a human. So if I was to pick, obviously I would need to take from what I've learned from being with him, the things that happened before being married, and put that onto the new person that I'm about to obviously be with.
Of course.
But I would say take your time. That's number one. Don't rush.
Okay.
That's for me. Don't rush. Sometimes you meet people, and what you see is what you get. You get married 2 weeks after anyway, and you can be married for a lifetime.
True.
But sometimes you meet people, you meet them for a few months, you get married, and you start to discover.
Because that was you. You met him for what?
No, but then we knew
You
each
knew
other.
each other from time. I remember that because
Exactly. Yeah.
I remember that.
So again, friend and relationship is different.
Completely.
It's completely different. You can be friends with someone, what you get, and when you're actually in a relationship, what you get will be completely different things. But I know me meeting a new partner, I would definitely apply the things that I've learned from my past, all the lessons that I've learned to better myself in picking someone that will be suitable for me. Because if I was to get married again, and I pray, obviously, that God, because I feel like I deserve it.
You do.
You know, I think I deserve to be with someone that's going to make me happy, because you said it yourself. I love love.
You do.
And
Girl, you love more than you do. You really do. And that's so inspiring, to be honest. The way you just get up, pick yourself up, back up, and
Yes.
I'm ready for love.
Yeah, but then again, it's not even about love. It's not
What
like
I'm
I
saying is
need
to open yourself up to it.
Yeah,
It's you're in a position where it's like, oh, I've been hurt, I've healed. It's not going to
Yeah.
stop me. If I
No.
meet someone great, I will be open to that as well.
because if I'm healed, I will be moving
That's
on.
what I'm saying.
Exactly.
So-
So I am healed, which is why when I'm healed, I'm happy to just move on. You understand? But obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, everything is. I'm a bit scared.
Of
Don't get me
course,
wrong.
of
Like,
course. As
I'm,
you should
I'm
be.
scared. Men talk to him. I'm like, lay dool. Listen. And it may not even be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It may be that they actually but then I find it hard to just
Trust,
sometimes,
believe.
just believe and trust. But I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what the future really holds for me,
you.
especially for the new me.
Yes.
And
I feel like the new you will attract the right one for you.
I think so too.
I feel like that too. Because you're
I-
very zen with the way you handle, with the way you talk. You guys, she's very different now. I like that.
Yeah.
Just when it comes to the other parties involved, or when it comes to your ex-husband, when you see him, is there like a hello, hi, or is there like a...
I haven't seen him.
You haven't?
No. I haven't, and to be honest, I wouldn't know now. I think it would depend
Until
on
how.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it would depend how and what mood I'm in. But I would just prefer to mind my business. Whoever else, mind your business. Let's just, you know,
Walk past each
go,
other and keep it.
and like, let's go our separate ways in peace. Like, I don't want any. Listen,
Yeah, because this trip you've been very calm.
I'm
and
calm.
very like to yourself,
Yeah.
very like to your real circle. Not because last trip when you were here before you got married, you were out, you were putting yourself out, enjoying yourself,
Yes.
ambiance.
Because I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
Like, I lock up myself in UK. I'm working. I'm home. I don't do anything. Coming home, I work and I mix business with pleasure. No matter how much I party, if I've got a booking at 6 in the morning,
You're up at 6.
I'm up.
Yep.
And you secure the bag. Like, I get work done. But when I'm on holiday, it's just that holiday
let
vibe.
loose
Like, I'm friendly
and just
towards
enjoy
everyone.
yourself.
Like, I'm here to enjoy. I just want to have fun. But I think people forget that. Like, you know, she's just here on holiday, blah, blah, blah. She just wants to have fun. So the mistake I did was to just maybe open up and just love everybody. And I always forget that not everyone is like you. Everybody does not think like you as a person, and people don't behave like you.
That's true.
So no matter what you do, you have to always remember that you need to limit yourself. Like, there's a limit for everything.
Just be cautious around people,
Yes.
especially new people.
Yes,
You
that's
know,
it.
I get a lot of a lot of hamubopam. It's just I know how I am with people, so I'm very cautious because I don't want everyone in my circle. Because
You gotta keep your circle really
you
small.
do, and that's the best way to be
is.
able to move forward, especially
It
if
is.
you're in a public eye, and you're in the public eye.
I am.
How has all of this affected you mentally?
My mental health is very stable right now.
Okay.
I think if I wasn't strong, it would have affected me mentally. I took a me break. I went to Egypt just for me, so I did a solo trip, and within that trip, like, I had a lot of self-love. I learned to love myself, put myself first, do things on my own. I don't need anyone else to be able to do stuff. I went on trips, like I went on excursions by myself. Like, everything was just me.
Which you wouldn't have done on a
No,
regular.
I would usually go with somebody.
someone, yeah.
Because I'm always like, no, I can't do this by myself. Like, you know, I have this fear. And I was quite impressed. A lot of people were like, can you please give us tips and advice? I've always wanted to travel on my own, but, you know, I'm scared, And I get it. It was scary. At some point within those days, I kind of felt like, oh my God, I need someone.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, which is normal.
It
but
is.
I was ill that day. You know, I wasn't feeling well that day. So I guess that's what it was.
Yeah.
But my mental health is okay. I'm doing great, and like I said, I've got really, really good people behind me who gives me really, really good advice, and they always, you know, keep me focused. Sometimes if I'm falling off the wagon, someone just whoop brings me back up, which we all need in our lives. You know, we need that one person who's gonna be like, like,
Come-
you know,
come
get
back,
up.
come back. Okay.
And my mom, obviously, my mom is my best friend, and my mom's always got my back. She's always like, yeah, you know, like,
Yeah.
she's my G and
Yeah,
all of that,
yeah.
you know. So, mental health wise, I'm doing absolutely amazing.
Okay.
I'm doing just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that because what you went through would put anyone in a state.
Yes, it would.
You know.
It would.
And to
It was
see
quite
that.
traumatizing.
Yeah.
It was traumatizing, and I did have, you know, nights where I really did think deep into it. But then anytime it happened, I just got up and I prayed. Yeah, like at 3 a.m. in the morning, sometimes even every time it happened and I felt like I was getting a heavy heart, I would just pray about it. And
It would lift it.
you know what? I just think, nah, God got my back. And this was put upon me. He chose me that it would happen. But this lesson really, truly is for everybody. It's not just for me. It's for everyone to learn from it. People should learn from my mistake. People should learn from what's happened to me. And being a public figure in the Gambia is one of the most difficult and challenging things. Especially soko bole ak wex dunga, like lu ndaw lu nekk rek
Tung dem na. Hay gis nga. I remember when I gis nga Trendy. Yo Trendy say am bitas na di. Yo karitam bi dafa def li ci kiram bi. You know what I mean?
everybody's making their own
Everybody's
stories.
making. That's the thing, though. That's the why I wanted you to come on the show and talk about it, because the narrative was, oh, Trendy's husband slept with Trendy's friend, or Trendy's husband has a relationship with a couple of people, or it was a lot, which is why I wanted you to say, this is what happened. this is how I've handled it.
Next time.
And this is what I moved on from.
No, I did the way I handled it. I told you
Yeah.
anyway. You know, I just had to just believe in what was going on and know, okay, this is going on, and I'm gonna take it.
And I think for me, my learning factor, the thing I've learned here is that that wasn't even the reason why you got divorced. The divorce was happening prior to that.
See, I gave you that.
That is
And
crazy.
I know.
Why did you get a divorce though? Because everyone's opinion was of the opinion they got
Yeah.
a divorce because of this, or
Yeah.
this played a part
Yeah.
in why they got a divorce.
Yeah.
Did it play a part?
I mean, it did help in the, you know, when you make a decision, but you still doubt your decision.
little bit, yeah.
And then this happened,
And it
and I'm
solidified
like, okay, yeah, cool,
Yeah.
okay, now you know what, yeah, that's it.
But what
So-
was the deciding factor for you to say, I want out of the marriage? Because you take
Oh, yes.
family. So what was the deciding factor? Like, okay, I cannot.
There's a lot, and I feel like out of respect, no matter what, he's my ex-husband, and I don't want to sit out in the public and
And
just
say,
you know, expose things. But out of respect, it was personal stuff. We both went through and stuff, and I just felt at that moment that, you know, looking long term, it wasn't gonna work out. But it was definitely not to do with the whole
The
shebang.
whole shebang.
No, it wasn't. And like I always say, if I was to be blessed with another man, like you said, I love the whole love thing, like say katla and stuff. That is like lulu la bugadal nekud la hamne is difficult, but I don't want people to take advantage over me, and it won't be easy from now.
In a state, you released a statement after the whole thing.
Yes, I did.
And as you said, as a wife and as a mother,
Yes,
you suffered.
I did.
Some things.
Yeah.
And that is something that people don't really talk about, especially miscarriage.
Yeah.
You know, how? Because you I'm still in awe of how you dealt. I really am, because these are all experiences that will break people.
Yes.
And even if you broke behind closed doors.
Yes.
You didn't give the satisfaction to anyone to say, "Gisnenko," you know. But that is the traumatizing thing to go through, and to be going through that, or to have gone through that, and have your business out there. What was going through your mind that moment?
I just couldn't believe what was going on. Everything was like everything went by so fast.
Fast.
Like tew. But as a mother, especially women that can't conceive, going through a miscarriage is a very painful thing, because it almost feels like you've got a baby, a kid, and then they died, even though they weren't even born.
Yeah.
But
You felt
that's
it,
the
'cause they
feeling.
were
Of
alive.
course.
They were alive in your belly.
And you grieve. Like after that, you basically grieve. So during the time that this whole thing was going on, I was grieving. You understand? Like I was grieving my unborn child, and it wasn't the easiest ever.
It wasn't.
And seeing that
Play out.
out there was even way more painful.
And I think for me, that was the most disgusting part for me.
Yes,
It's like,
it did touch a lot of women. It did touch.
I just felt like it was absolutely ridiculous and absolutely distasteful to bring something like that.
Yeah.
Because like you
And-
said, there are women that are trying to conceive. There are women that have had several miscarriages. There are women that
haven't got
any. And for you to use that for what someone's hurting about right now, to try to hurt them more, are you not human?
Are you all right?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
You know? I think for me, that was the time I was like, okay,
Yeah.
it's a lot now.
Yeah.
You know, but I commend you for standing your ground. What are some of the messages you want to share with women generally who are going through this, or who've gone through a miscarriage, and you knowing that you've gone through it and you're out of it, and alhamdulillah, you're in a good space now?
Yeah. I'm in a really good space now.
What are some of the messages you want to share with the people?
Obviously during this time I did receive a lot of messages. Like I was shocked the amount of messages I got from people that go through domestic abuse, violence in their homes, people that went through miscarriages and were also accused of.
You were never abused, were you?
Oh no.
Okay.
But just people
People
telling
going through
me
different
their
stories,
like
Yeah.
the different stories. Oh, I fight back, you know. I'm joking. But yeah, just people dealing with different things in their homes, you know, like just different stories, and I was just in awe. Like I was really shocked the amount of people that came out to tell me and tell me, we've learned so much from you. How are you strong? Like, how are you doing this? Like, I appreciate, like, the love that I got was also part of the reasons why
you didn't even bother. You were in a good space because
like,
you were covered with.
I was just shocked to see that. Oh, okay, so there are people with sense out there.
Of
like
course.
there
They're
are
not
people that are
everything.
Exactly, you know. And it was just really nice seeing that message. But I think the number one advice I would give anyone, like, if you ñaanuma ko sax yàlla pour kenn mu go through what I went through, like ñaanuma loolu noonu kenn yàlla pour mu teg ko even my worst enemy. But if you were ever to be in that situation, just jëlal yàlla rek nga gëm ne ñun ñëpp bala ñoo dunda si àddina bi yàlla dafa already binda si suñ jëy what we're gonna go through te kenn mënu si dara. Like, no one can change. I couldn't have skipped this. I could have skipped it last year, but it could have come now or even like next year. So it's like it was bound to happen. And just jëlen yàlla, learn from my mistakes. Like, don't trust everyone. Limit yourself, keep your circle very small, don't open up too much, you know, which is sad because sometimes you've got things in your heart and you need to talk to people. But in the generation we're at, you're better off talking to your mom. If you've got your mom around, talking to someone really close to you, like someone believe
that would not
exactly, you know. And it's not easy, and
it really isn't.
It's not.
I'm proud
easy.
of you.
Thank you very much.
On just how you handle everything, how you're taking control of your story and telling it the way you want to tell it. And I'm very happy that you decided to come and sip and chat to do that. So thank you. Now we get into the fun part. We play the
finally.
never ever.
Listen, I've been so tensed in the seat. Like, you really got me. I'm like, oh my God.
I'm just trying to.
Of course.
You know.
Yeah.
But never have I ever segment, guys. And you know, this is the juicy part. So if you've done something, you sip a drink. Okay?
With a B?
Where's the B?
It's gone.
Oh. I was like, where's the B? If you've done something, you already know how the game works, right?
Yeah, I think I do.
So my first question is, never have I ever been in a three-way relationship. I like asking this question, meaning you're dating Samba. Samba is also dating Aisatu. Oh, you have? You want to tell me?
No. In
the past?
In the past, yes.
How did you do that? Trendy in a relationship.
I don't want to go into details. Next.
Okay. Never have I ever stalked an ex on social media.
Stalked?
Girl, you have? Who you stalked?
I've stalked someone, not because I wanted to.
Why did you stalk them?
I just needed to see where they were at.
Was it because they were dating someone new?
Oh no. Just wanted to, haven't seen them for a while, just wanted to know what they were up to. That's so? It. That's all.
Okay. Have you ever kissed two people in one day, in 24 hours?
No.
No?
No. Now you better tell me. How did that happen?
No, I'm interviewing you.
I want to interview you now.
The drink is nice, but I'm interviewing you. My other question.
Go on.
Other question is, right? Have you ever fought a partner? Like, you know how men want to do madness, and some men would think it's okay to slap a woman. Have you ever slapped back, or someone's tried to hit you and you hit them back?
No, but I have hit.
You've hit. Okay, got yourself. Got herself. Definitely that.
Wait, someone no.
I'm like, and you know you're so short, and so they're probably looking at you like, this short woman. Okay.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. But I'm just because you know one thing about you always date men that are taller than you, way taller. So it's always a situation of you just hit me. Other question: have you ever swam naked?
No.
You've never? Really?
I can't even swim, girl.
Hey God.
Are you gonna really take a sip?
No, I haven't. I'm just sipping.
Are you sure?
Just put it down. Because I'm naked. I'm not put on the spot.
Now make sure, Regdi.
Final and last question.
Yeah.
Have you ever been caught? Have you ever caught rather a partner with another girl? Have you ever physically caught your partner cheating?
Like, no.
Caught,
No.
Caught in the act, red-handed.
No.
You see them with another girl. No? Have you ever been caught?
No.
Have you ever cheated?
No. I haven't. I'm scared.
You scared?
I can't do this whole nyari
Because I got confused.
Man, this is my watches or what? No, I think
I have to recurrent. You know, I always wonder how it's true. 'Cause I cannot say it here, but okay. Anyway, thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on Sip and Chat. I hope you enjoyed this.
I
segment.
really did.
I hope
it did became, a little bit of. It was a little tense at some point.
Well, you're explaining a story that is very important,
Yeah.
and you're explaining a story that you've gone through. It's bound to be tense, even if it's your story. So I understand that. But all in all, I'm very grateful that you came on the platform, that we had a nice conversation, and that we're ending it on a positive note.
Yes.
And we're ending it to Miss Trendy 2.0.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you guys so much for being with us. This episode will be a little bit longer, but obviously you understand the subject matter is very tense and very, very intricate, so we had to take it a bit longer. But thank you very much for being with us. Till I come back your way again. Goodbye. Peace, love, and cha-ching, cha-ching.